Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. I hope you all had great weekends. So today we are playing Mono Blue Spirits. So this is a deck that sees quite a lot of play in Pioneer and has essentially just been ported directly across from there because it exists pretty much in its entirety on Explorer already. It's not my preferred way of playing spirits. I have to say I do prefer the Bant variant with Collected Company, but with Spell Queller not on Arena, that deck basically doesn't function at the moment, but hopefully it will soon. So in the meantime we're going to play this one instead. I obviously didn't create this list, this is just taken from a kind of classic Mono Blue Spirits list, but it might be something that people are interested in playing and kind of seeing how it works, so I'll just run through the deck now. So it's a kind of low to the ground creature deck with lots of 1-drops and 2-drops, so we'll just go through those. So we have the Ascendant Spirit, which is a 1/1 for 1, but that can be pumped into a bigger creature later on if the game goes long and if you have access to the mana. You have 4 copies of Mausoleum Wanderer, which is an incredibly powerful 1-drop with flying and gets bigger whenever another spirit enters the battlefield under your control, and you can also sacrifice it to counter your opponent's instant and sorceries. And then 4 copies of Spectral Sailor, which is a 1/1 with flash and flying, and also has an activated ability of 4 mana to draw a card, so that can, if the game goes long, that can be very useful to act as a mana sink later in the game. And then the 2-drops, we have Rattle Chains, so a 2/1 with flash and flying, which can protect a spirit when it enters the battlefield, and also gives all your other spirit spells flash, so just a lot of text and a lot of abilities on a 2-drop there. Shacklegeist, 2/2 with flying, that can also lock down some of your opponent's creatures, and then Supreme Phantom as your lord, so making all of your other spirits bigger, so that's the kind of creature package. And then you've got 5 kind of enchantments which act as in many ways as the payoff of the deck. So you have Curious Obsession, which gives an enchanted creature +1/+1, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. So that is very, very powerful in this deck, with a lot of flyers and kind of creatures which are hard to block, so you can get through and kind of turn your creature into a draw engine, and often you can draw 4 or 5 cards with this. And then Combat Research, which is kind of the 5th copy of Curious Obsession in the deck, which does very similar ability, but just without the +1/+1. And then the rest of the deck is just about protecting your creatures, particularly the ones with the enchantments on. So you have Slip Out the Back, which is a spell for saving your own creatures, so you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature and it phases out. You also have 4 Lofty Denials, which is a counter spell that gets better if you have a flying creature, and 4 Geistlight Snares, which again is another counter spell, but which costs 1 mana less if you have a spirit, and another 1 mana less if you have an enchantment. So if you have a spirit with a Curious Obsession on, this becomes a 1 mana counter spell, which is very useful. And then you have Snow Covered Islands, both to activate the ability of the Ascendant Spirit and of the Faceless Haven, which is a manland which can turn into a 4/3 creature with vigilance and all creature types. And then 1 copy of Otawara. And then in the sideboard you have Unlicensed Hearst for Graveyard Disruption, we've seen that before. 4 copies of Mystical Dispute for the mirror and against other blue decks. 2 Sleeps, so this isn't a card you'll see in a huge amount of other decks, but does tap all your opponent's creatures and keep them tapped for an additional turn, so it's just a big tempo boost to kind of allow you to get through that final bit of damage in kind of 2 attack steps. Witness Protection, which can act functionally as removal and basically replaces one of your opponent's creatures with a 1/1. Ether Gust for red and green decks. Cemetery Illuminator, which is an interesting addition to the sideboard here, which can act as kind of minor graveyard hate if you need it against your opponent, but also you can exile one of your own spirits and it will act as a pseudo card draw, allowing you to cast from the top of your library. And then the March of Swirling Mists, which is a rare from Kamigawa, which allows X creatures to phase out. So again, you can either use that to save your own, or to kind of clear the way for your Alpha Strike with your flyers. So that's the deck. It's fairly linear. You play creatures, you attack, which is always a preferred way of playing the game. So yeah, let's jump onto the ladder and play a few ranked matches and see how we go on. Ooh, too much land, no spirits, not good. That is okay. I will put back one of the islands. It's frustrating not having a 1-drop, but don't think we can go to 5 based on that. But if we can stick the rattle chains... Oops, our opponent's on Greasefang, that's exciting for them. Okay, let's play the Haven. Say go to our opponent. So they can't turn 3 us at the moment, which is good. Let's play our Rattle Chains, although they are going to take our Curious Obsession. There's nothing we can do about that. Okay, we do at least have interaction to deal with their combo pieces. Yeah, it's got hexproof. Okay, there's the Parhelion. So because of the Rattle Chains, the Shacklegeist has Flash, so we can hold up our counterspell, and then if they don't try and attempt to resolve a Greasefang, we can play the Shacklegeist at the end of turn. Okay. Let's respond by playing Shacklegeist. Okay. So we are losing the race at the moment. Okay, opponent's going again. So one more land and they can get out the range of our Geistlight Snare, but we will worry about that when it happens. In the meantime... Another Wayfinder. Okay. The lack of spirits is proving a bit of a problem now. We could have acted Faceless Haven there and kept up the snare, but if they killed it, then we wouldn't have been able to. Oh dear. Yep. If you ever catch me playing Greasefang, do feel free to, you know... send me a poo in the post. So we're going down to 1 here. I think we are pretty much done. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, we just flooded out there with nothing to do. So let's go to game 2. I don't really like Aethergust here because all of their important stuff is black or white. Let's Illuminator, Hearse, Swirling Mist, Shacklegeist can be good here. I think Ascendant Spirit is just too... it requires too much time to be good. So I think this deck should sideboard reasonably well against Greasefang, but we do need a bit of luck in our opening hand. So we don't have any graveyard interaction, but I think it is hard to say no to 1 drop into Obsession, so... Okay, so we're going to lose our Obsession again. Greasefang is being obnoxious all over the place. Kills the freeze. Okay. Arena sounds like it has a plane going over its head. Okay, I think we just try and hit our opponent as quickly as possible and hope that they don't have what they need. Yeah, let's beat them down as quickly as we possibly can. That's the thing with this Spirits deck, it can get very explosive. So, yep. There's Parhelion, now we just hope for the best. So even if they Parhelion here, we might still be okay. And we can counter any nasty instants and sorceries they might have. Yeah, we might actually win this one. Okay, so we are going to take a lot of damage, but neither Parhelion nor the Angels have lifelink, and then we can, so they'll have 2 Angels left behind, but that is not enough to stop 3 damage getting through. So we'll take it. So our opponent was just one turn behind on their combo there, which is ultimately what did for them. So, close, but we got away with it. Come on now. Don't be like that. There we are. Okay, so we're back on the draw for game 3, but hopefully we might get some graveyard interaction in our opening hand. I think I'm just happy to run it back as it is. Trouble is with the Abzan Greasefang deck is that even if you have the Graveyard Hate, they can still keep that because it's got a hearse. They can still play a Seeker's Chariot just hard cast, and that is a powerful, powerful threat even without the other combo pieces. So, no turn 1 Thoughtseize, please. God damn it. Oh well, there goes the hearse. I know it can't be like this, but whenever you play Greasefang, it does feel like they always have it. Interesting, okay. Maybe they have Boseiju in their hand then. Yeah, that's another addition that Greasefang could have done without. Or another Thoughtseize, that would be exciting. It's a duress. Still not the hearse. I am interested now. Opponent. You need to pass through the... Oh no. Yep. Okay, so I don't think I need to play Hearse now because they won't be able to both get something into the graveyard and then play Greasefang. So let's hold up and then we can play 2 spirits. Unless they have just taken out their entire Greasefang bit. Interesting. Well, I'll give this to my opponents. This has been a lot less boring than most Greasefang matches. So yeah, I think, assuming our opponent doesn't do anything dramatic, we will rattle chains into Spectral Sailor. Oh, if they just... Oh no, they're still here. So I think I'm happy to play Hearse now, because if they Boseiju it, that means they can't do anything else, and without it there is a chance that they could graveyard something using a spell and then Greasefang. So that's Hearse. Okay. I am mighty suspicious of this whole thing. Ah, Witherbloom command. No, that makes sense. Well, let's eat their graveyard just because we can. So we're very much at the hit them and hope for the best stage. Fiend's Informant is fine. I still have no vehicles in the graveyard. Nope, that will not do anything. So I'm holding up 2 creatures here so that if I need to, I can tap down a Parhelion or anything else. Okay, we have a counter spell as well now, so that's good. So I'm happy to attack with all. So yeah, I think we're in the driving seat now, which is good. Feels good. Okay. Good first game for Spirits against Abzan Greasefang. Let's see what we come up with next. Yeah, that's okay. We don't have any of the enchantments, but we do have 1 into 2 and then counter magic to protect them, so let's go. Our opponent's playing Gigantha, so maybe some sort of Gruul deck. Oh no! Right. Now we simply say, please no oven, please no oven. Not because I object to the combo, it's just so it just takes so long. Okay. So our opponent's on Rakdos Sacrifice. Land for days. Sure, you can have that. So we're able to blow our opponent out here if they try and kill our Supreme Phantom with the chains. But let's see. Yeah, sure. No. That you can have, as much as it annoys me. No, this is much better against a removal spell or a Gigantha. Ah! No! Not today, Satan. Oh, more land. Oh well. There's no point attacking with the Haven. Oh wait, yes there was. They tapped there. Ugh. Concentrate. It's fine. I'd rather have it on the draw anyway. On the block. No, there's nothing we can do about it this time. Putting it in the oven. Hard pass. Oh, so much land. Right, let's just hit them as hard as possible. Hope for the best. I seem to be saying that quite a lot in these matchups. Yep, that alone doesn't do much for them. Gaining life. Do they have a fatal push or something? No, they're just going to stick it straight in the oven. That's fine, that's good. No removal one time. Okay. Could have cast that at instant speed, but I think I will make our opponent play around it. So we do have Faceless Haven up and also Lofty Denial, although they probably have enough mana now to stop us from okay, just another Fable, that doesn't help them here. Devil we will counter, and that should be game. Yep. Okay, how do we sideboard against Rakdos Sacrifice? Hearse, I think. Illuminator. A couple of Aether Gusts. Witness Protection. Shacklegeist, I'm not so fussed about here. They don't really have any creatures we're that interested in tapping. These are all good. We trim a couple of spirits. And the combat research as well, just because they have a lot of removal, I think, that can take our creatures out from under them. Well, this could go one of two ways. Yes, it does a lot of things. All of them good. Fair enough. Okay. Now we just hope they don't have a cat, because otherwise the tedium will be too much to bear. Sure. Feels like they don't have much gas this game, I have to say. Ooh, that is a nice draw. Okay, no land, but we do have a slip out the back to protect our Wanderer. Devil is annoying, but not fatal. Yeah, I think I'm just happy to do this for the time being. Nowhere near enough having enough triggers to kill our Wanderer, and even if they try, we can slip it out the back. Sure. Yep. Okay, so it's looking reasonable here, as long as we can... Oh, Lofty Denial is a good draw, so let's attack. It's remarkable how many people, when it looks like they're on the back foot, suddenly become very slow at remembering to pass priority. Card, play a land. Let's attempt to turn that into a business person before they can start sacrificing things. Even if they play Gigantha here, I'm not bothered, so let's just hold up, slip out the back. Is there any other way of them killing our creatures? No. That's fine then. Sure. So we should be presenting lethal here. So it's 4, 6. But just because we can, let's play the Illuminator. Exile the Mayhem Devil. There we are. Very good. Okay, yeah. Don't know what to say really about Mono Blue Spirits. It's good. It's very, very good. Yeah, so it did put up good results there against Greasefang and Rakdos Sacrifice, so two good decks in the format that it was able to deal with. Ooh, level up, that's exciting. And yeah. So yeah, there's the deck again. As always, deck list will be in the description. Thanks very much for watching. Do let me know... Oh, I forgot to apply the styles, that's terrible. Do let me know what you thought of the deck. You know, I'm sure you've seen it before. The gameplay, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll play this again. Yeah, thanks very much.